Hello and welcome along. Today on Upton Farm, we're going to finish off the sugar beet. We're back here on field 7, I think this is. Yep, so we're going to get this field done, and then looking at the map, we also have field 3 to get done as well. So we're going to, very much be concentrating on the sugar beet. Now that we've got the sugar factory up and running, we can get this nice harvest finished. Which would be a nice change of pace, I think. A little bit. There we go. It won't take us long to knock this field out. We are almost there now. And what we're going to do is this last load here, we're going to take this down to the sugar beet factory, or the sugar factory, and get this loaded in. But this basically is the last load we're going to be doing that with, because that will pretty much fill our factory. To be honest, we might actually do one more, because it won't quite fill it, and the sell point for sugar beet is down that way as well. So it makes sense for us to go and tip and fill the factory as much as possible. But we do need to sell one of these loads of sugar beet, because as you saw last time, we managed to have put ourselves into the negative. So we want to clear that as quickly as possible, preferably before the end of this day. It is 20 past 7 in the evening now, so we are swiftly losing the daylight as well. So we may be doing some of this in the dark. That is a distinct possibility. I don't know if I'm more accurate actually in cab with this. Certainly feel like I've got more control in here. Which is odd because you can see an awful lot more outside, but I do feel a lot more like I'm in control here. Right, we need to go and get this little corner out. And we got all of that. Right, and we will go down here and get this bit. We're sort of clearing up as we go. We're only at 38% full, so we're not going to get a full trailer off this field. And I don't know if we missed any then. I'm hoping not. Find out in a moment. Oh, we did. But that's alright. We can catch that on the way back. Yeah, like this. There we go. Right, let's go get this last little patch down here. And what I might do is empty into the trailer so that we have a completely empty harvester before we start. Obviously that causes a little bit of problem down the line because we won't be able to completely empty the harvester on the next field. But that's okay. What I'm tempted to do actually is to tip the rest of this sugar beet in the barn next to us. So that we basically have it in storage. That might be a better bet actually. And that way we can just concentrate on this. On getting this this harvest done. That is 50%. Yeah, so we'll be 50% full at the end of this, just over. So actually we could empty at 50% on the new field if we have the ability to do so easily. Alternatively, we could just head to the new field. Got all the work lights on. Don't need all those at the moment. There we go. Last few that we missed. Right. So lift up. Turn off. Nope. There we go. And we'll head down here. I think we want to put that in. just down this road here is field 3. So we get this started as well, and we get this harvested too. Actually, we'll leave that in for the moment, because what we don't want to do is harm that. We shouldn't do, because we've got a fairly wide header on here. Now, field 3 is slightly bigger, so we shall see how we do. As I said, I'm hoping I can get the whole way around it. Ooh, bit of sliding harvester there. Ground must have been a little bit uneven. Normally that happens when the header grounds out. It must have been a little bit of a bump it didn't like. So that's at 75% there. I don't think we're going to get the whole way around this field. I think we're going to have to get the tractor and trailer and empty before we've made it the whole way around. Yeah, definitely. We're at 84% already. That's alright. We'll go and grab those in a moment. This is such a weird shaped field. It really is. I love it because of it, but it is a really weird shaped field. Right, we are at 96%. 98. 99. There we go. Let's go get our tractor. There we are. So I did consider going and renting another one of these trailers and trying to set up a course play. But I don't think it will pay really to do that very much. Whoa! Went a bit of aquaplaning there. There we go. That's good. I also noticed we're quite low on fuel in this tractor. So while this is emptying, we'll have a look at where we need to sell these. I'm tempted to sell the first load and then see what we do with the second. That's actually a proper working farm there. Might have some. It has some barn storage as well. That. And it's sort of an abandoned yard we can use if we want. There we go. I'm actually tempted. What I think I'm going to do is we will store this close to home. So not too far to have to tip this. There we go. And I might see if I can get the harvester going round with the helper. I don't think it'd be a good idea to start it now as we're coming up to this corner, but I think going forward, right, yeah, I need to do that because that is well positioned. Oh, just missed the front of the tractor. That was good. Right, there we are. So what we'll do is, yeah, we will now get this. Whoa, okay. Why do I not have... Ah, okay. So that won't work. Unfortunately, that won't work. So it looks like I don't have the vehicle AI extension on here. Either that or the vehicle AI extension doesn't work on this. That is annoying, to put it mildly. I was hoping that I was going to be able to use that then. but I guess not. So we will just troop on. I will have to check what I've done with that, because that's going to be useful when we come to do the soybeans soon. Right, we'll get this out to the roadway, and I think what we'll do, or at least get it onto the second round, and then what we can do is we can just top up the trailer as we come past in a minute. Oh, the crickets are out in full force. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But yeah, we definitely have crickets. We should have really good yields off both these fields, because we ploughed and we managed to get all 3 stages of fertilisation on them as well. So there should be, it should be a really good yield on them. It seems to be that. It seems to be going up nicely all the time. So yeah. Does seem to be a good yield. There's one aspect of crop destruction from FS15 that I miss, that's not there in 17. And that is that if you run over Sugarbeet in 15, you took the tops off. Whereas in 17, you destroy the crop. Which is not what would happen in reality. You would basically just destroy the tops. So, yeah. I think that's unfortunate in 17. I'd rather it still had that 15 functionality. Right, oh yeah, there's definite grounding at that point. Right, so we are at 80%, so we're going to have to do the tractor and trailer fairly quickly in succession. Unloading. So I think we are going to go and unload in the barn. Either that or I'm going to have to do a couple of cuts before we're back to here. Otherwise it is just going to be me driving all over the place to tip stuff. Right, there we go. So we'll just top this off. Yeah, if I had the vehicle AI, I could have just left this doing this. Now we're too far out, I think. Reverse up. There we go, that's got it. So this will top us off. And we'll go and tip this now. It takes, yeah, it takes a little while for us to go and do that. So we'll go and find, we've got the barn over here we should be able to tip in. And what I can do is I can then cart and sell later. As we've got the Sugarbeet factory up, and the Sugarbeet factory is going to run out of other stuff before it runs out of Sugarbeet, to be honest, at this point. So, we have a fair amount of barns around here. I'm fairly sure that we can store this in one of these. For now. Oh. Really doesn't like those mud holes. So we could store it in this one here, actually. Or we can store it in that one over there. Let's just pop out the tractor and have a look in here. So we've got some potatoes in there. I think, actually, this one is a good candidate for this. So I'm going to go pop into here, grab our big tractor for this job. Because all we need to do is move a piece of equipment. Nice and clean, our 7R at the moment. I'm about to make it all mucky. I think we sent it for a service, and that's why I got all clean. Yeah, I just want to move the tether here. The tether should probably be up with up at the cow area with all of our... Oh no, I suppose all of our mowing stuff and everything is actually up here, so... Yeah. Not quite sure why we have just a little bunch of potatoes. I'm trying to remember. I think it was when I was first testing the map. There we go. Yeah, I think we had a small field of potatoes we tested. But this will slot in here quite nicely. And we'll just leave the 7R in here with it for the moment. So disconnect that and turn it off. And we can move that later. And then this is quite a nice area for us to tip these. And it means that we will get more done today. So... And then we can either use one of the conveyors or the or our telehandler to load this up. Right, we will go and empty. While we're in this tractor, we'll go and empty the harvester again. It's nearly full, so makes sense. Drive across this field. Nice shortcut rather than going all the way around. There we are. We'll empty this again. If we do one more round of the field back to here, we'll be able to empty into the tractor again. And that should again top it off. So, yeah. We'll turn the lights on because we are now finding that the sun is setting. It is 20 to 9 in the evening. I don't know whether we are actually going to get this field out or not. I'm hoping so. We don't have a huge amount of time left, though. We've got... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is this odd shape that we're right round the top. 25% already. That is a really good yield off this. Forward again. There we go. Considering the size of our combine, I don't think this is too big for this farm. I would, had I used the really big one, then I think it would have been. But this sort of size, I think is reasonable. Especially with the amount we're doing with the for the factory stuff. You know, we are doing more sugar beet than well, I don't know, if I was owning lots and lots of fields on here. Wow, this does nearly a full tank every run around the field. That is a really good yield. And a full tank, of course, is a full trailer. So we're going to get a lot of trailers off here. That's fantastic. Whoa. Let's keep on the straight and narrow. Yeah, that's 75%. It is going to be an entire full trailer by the time we get around the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to top off the current trailer, and then I'm going to keep harvesting until I'm full. And then I'm basically going to run 2 runs with the tractor. The idea being that we're then not swapping vehicles too much. That's if I get anywhere near the tractor, of course. Right, so this is our third. We don't want to do more than 3 headlands. But we are at 91%. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Wow, okay. We are going to have to swap vehicles a little bit more than I wanted to. Because we've got to top this off, tip it and come back. So we'll do what I originally planned to do. Just get this filled up again, and then we'll go and tip that first trailer and then immediately come back and empty this again. Yeah, there we go, 75%. And it looks like this episode we are just going to get the headlands out of this field. Think what we will do with this third round is we'll end up getting this strange little section of the field out. Right, so that is that done. We'll go tip this tractor and trailer full down here. And when we come back, we'll fill up and go and tip again for the second time. There we go. So all in all, this has been a really successful sugar beet harvest. Yeah, I'm pleased with how this has gone. We have a good amount of sugar beet. We'll be able to use it. Oh, there's a big mud puddle there. This tractor really does not like that. We will be able to use it to make lots of sugar, which is fantastic. And hopefully that means that we will also make lots of money. Because, of course, what we really want is our sugar and our processed yogurts and everything to be worth all this extra processing. Because if it isn't, then you know, there's not a lot of point in doing this. But it should be. Putting this extra work in and all this should produce the extra, you know, gain us extra cash from it. And that is the whole reason for doing it. Right. One more load. Of this. And then we have... Yeah. And we're back for the main body of the field once we've emptied this. There we are. Right. Get. There we are. Quite like that. Okay, so we are almost full again. We're 93%. We'll go and tip this. And then we will finish the headlands with our harvester. Which will be which should be a pretty good place to end. I will probably knock the rest of this field out offline. So that next time, I think what we're going to be doing, well, I will probably try and get some of this sold. So we may load up some of this for selling. We also need to get to work planting some poplars. We've got some poplars at our 7810. Actually, the reason we haven't seen it yet is because it's with our tree planter, which we will plant poplars with, and that will be all set up. So we will get that set up and running next time, and we might have that running on course plate while we are while we sell some of this and get some of this over to our sugar beet plant, because I think our sugar beet plant will probably have used up a lot of what we've already got and already tipped over there. Because it will be, we will go through the night before next episode. Right, let's take this back. Down this way. I love all the little bits and pieces around this map. It's a fantastic map, this. I really love it. I don't know what I know the new version of it is in testing as of me recording this. Don't know whether it will have passed. And now that will, by the time you guys see this, it'll be over a week. So it may even be out by that point. Right. Let's fill this up one more time. Get this bit of the field cleared. Can we come round and get that? Yes, we can. There we are. So we will come back and get that little bit before we head back towards the main part of the field. It's very much uphill there as well. I've got the work lights on already. So yeah, you would get to the point where, what, 20 to 10 at night, you wouldn't continue on too late. You'd want to come in fresh and harvest in the daylight. So we will do this last headland, and then we will call it a night. $25%. Right, and yeah, we'll clear that bit up at the end. There's not a huge amount left to do on this field. go. Last little row. 50% full. Right. So next time, next time I promise we will do something other than Sugarbeet. We will, we have various other bits. I'll get this finished off camera. But let's turn this off. Oop. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.